Hello YouTubers. Today I'm going to be changing oil on a C7 Chevy Corvette, and this particular year is the 2016 Stingray. Here's some items you will need for your oil change: your drain pan for your oil, a oil filter removal tool and a socket for that tool, a 15mm wrench for your drain plug, an oil filter. I'm using the Fram today, which is the XG 12060, which is a fully synthetic oil filter, and my fully synthetic oil, which is 530 5W30. Now GM has also recommended you can use zero weight 40 oil as well. And to lift my Corvette off the ground for the oil change, I use the Max Haul low profile ramps. As I go under the hood here of the Stingray, you can see on the oil filler cap is giving me the type of oil that this engine uses, the 5W30. Like I had mentioned earlier, GM also recommend that you can use zero weight 40 synthetic oil. Alright, so as I get ready to begin my oil change, I'm going to go ahead and remove the cap and pull up the dipstick so I can have some type of vented air that can help the oil drain a little bit better. So as I get underneath here, I just want to point out some areas to you. You can see you have the blue oil filter, and there's a drain plug right next to the oil filter. Now the Z06 version of this vehicle, and I think the ZR1, actually has two drain plugs. One right here where I'm pointing, and there's another one located up front. That's just for the Z06 and the ZR1 version. Right now we're changing the actual Stingray. It only has one drain plug, which I'm pointing at right now. So that's the only one that we have to deal with as far as the Stingray. So let me go ahead and begin loosening that 15mm bolt up drain plug and drain it in the pan. And then while it's draining, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the oil filter and change it out as well. And as you can see, I'm loosening up the actual drain plug on the oil pan and positioning my drain plug underneath. And as the oil continues to drain, I'm going to prepare to remove the filter with my filter wrench that was mentioned at the beginning of the video. And remember to put a thin coat of oil around this rubber ring of the oil filter prior to installation. So now that the oil has stopped draining, I'm going to go ahead and remove my old oil filter. And naturally, I've already removed it and drained the oil out of it, but I'm just going to show you here on camera. And then I'll go ahead and install the new oil filter into the area. And just make sure that you don't cross thread the oil filter housing. And I would say you want to put it on there at least snug hand tight. And that's a torque specification for it too, which I'm going to mention in a minute as I go to the drain plug. Okay, for the oil filter, as you put the new oil filter on there, the torque specs for the oil filter is 22 pounds. And the torque specs for the drain plug is going to be 18 pounds. I'm going to use my 5 weight 30 fully synthetic oil to fill the oil in the Stingray. And you can see it just kind of go right here and just fill it here in the Stingray. Now, the vehicle takes about 6 quarts. This is a 5-quart container. Once I fill it completely with this, then I'm going to go and add 1 more quart to it, and then I measure it on wise hole an even surface. That concludes the oil and filter change on a C7 Chevy Corvette Stingray. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to your Chevy dealership, or you can send a question to the comment box. Hope this video helps. Take care.